finally, after 3 months, I returned to Sons of the Forest to make a content for this game. And actually, let me tell you a fact that I haven't played Sons of the Forest since then, and I still can't believe how I didn't play this game for 3 months. But now I'm back to making content for Sons of the Forest, and the first video it's about why developers of Sons of the Forest have been silent for so long, or what project they might be working on in secret. Before we get to the main point, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and if you like this video, press the like button. In my opinion, to have the best conclusion for what Endnight is actually working on, it is to check their history. Recently, I was checking the history of updates that Endnight released for the forest, and I noticed something that Endnight is probably working on. As you can see, it took about 4 years for Endnight to release the forest from early access, but it took about a year for Sons of the Forest, and here we can conclude that they have expanded their team. It was a simple conclusion that I have nothing to do with it, but as you can see, the forest came out of early access in April, and version 1 has been officially released. And after that, for about 3 months, they released small updates for the forest and also worked on VR. And you can also check the update history of Sons of the Forest, that after the release of version 1, they worked for about 3 months on small content and fixing the game, which is very interesting. Their projects are the same, and it can be concluded their timing is very similar to that time, like timing in the forest updates. Also, this story caught my attention that after 3 months of small updates for Sons of the Forest, there was no news or updates from them, and they suddenly did not publish any content. Just like the forest history, if you look at it, you will realize that after August 2018, when 3 months had passed since their small updates, they were suddenly silent, just like now. And this scenario has been repeated. And at that time, after 7 months from the release of the forest version 1, or 4 months after the silence, they released the forest for PlayStation 4, which showed that the reason for their silence was because they were working on the release for PlayStation 4. So what is the conclusion after all these stories? I think that according to everything we have seen, they will release Sons of the Forest for PlayStation 5 or maybe for both consoles before December at the latest. Or maybe they will add a new version with a lot of content for this game, which I will make a video about it. And also there is another important thing here. PlayStation 5 Pro is going to be released on November 7th. And it is possible that Endnight has a plan to release Sons of the Forest around the launch of PlayStation 5 Pro. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any comments and results for the release time of Sons of the Forest, write them in the comment section. I'm waiting for you. And don't forget to subscribe and like for more content. See you in the next content, and farewell.